Hey Simon, I'll just start with Ryan Brockhoff. First of all, what did you see happened with that incident, if you did catch it at all?
Oh, it's fair distance from it. But it just looked like that maybe Sobey was trying to exaggerate some contact, threw his arms up, and looked like a collected rowdy on the way through.
Was it, I know, I mean, I can see you obviously having a conversation about it, but what was the explanation for that being a no call at all? It seemed a little bit strange.
I think they reviewed it, and they did make a call. So, yeah, it's probably one you need to ask the referees at the time why there was no call. I couldn't tell you. I mean, it was a foul on us.
Yeah, right. Do you have an update on him at all?
I don't, other than he's been taken to hospital because of some blurry vision. So I feel like that there's going to get a check-up on him.
Overall, I guess for you guys, Kyle, it's a pretty big three to start the second half. You guys get the lead despite obviously having some shooting struggles in the first half, and then it fell away. What did you see for the rest of that third quarter there?
Just an inability to contain the ball. They just blew by us, drew the second defender, kicked the ball out, open threes, and they made us pay. That's what we needed to do earlier in the game. We were getting good looks, but we didn't knock them down, and they did. I think they were 7 of 11 from behind the arc in that third quarter. So just one-on-one containment of the ball, being able to stay in front of your direct opponent was really poor. I mean, we're putting a lot of work into it, but it's not translating into the games.
So obviously, they're one of the bigger teams, I would have to imagine, in the league, and it did certainly look that those three-point looks in the second half came from obviously finding some mismatches in the first half, and Harry was pretty aggressive, and Lamar was pretty aggressive down low. What was your sense in the first half of the way that your defense was trying to slow them down as they were being so aggressive in the paint?
I guess they're contrasting teams, us and Brisbane. They got the 3 7-footers and we don't have any. We're built on speed, we're built on athletic ability, and we didn't take control of the game at all at any stage tonight. Even when we hit the lead, it wasn't like we were playing with any pace or running them up and down the floor. Became a grinded out power game, and that's certainly to their favour. That's disappointing from our perspective, but when you're taking the ball out of the net a lot, it's hard to generate any pace going the other way.
Reuben, just with those early threes, and I think it was 3 for 13, which is obviously a pretty high volume for a quarter. What did you see offensively? Because it did feel that a lot of those were open looks. I mean, they weren't necessarily bad shots.
Yeah, they were all open looks. I guess if we knock a few of them down, be a different game, but yeah.
Did you feel that from that point on that the offense was more focused on being in the paint? How did you see that you guys progressed through the game after that start?
I guess when the three ball's not going down, you've got to put a little bit of emphasis on attacking the rim. I thought we got shots that we usually make, but yeah.
Simon, I guess for you, just from the bigger picture, I mean, clearly this is a team that you're in a battle for a final spot. So how do you, and you've been here before, but how do you now try and move on from this one? And because I guess from this point on, every game's only going to be more important.
Yeah, we won't move on from it. We've got to take our lessons from it. We've done a lot of soul searching in the last couple of weeks. We've not been happy with our performances, especially here at home. For whatever reason, we're finding these really flat periods, and we need to generate our energy. And for us, unfortunately, we're kind of stuck in a mode where our energy comes from watching the ball go through the rim. That energizes us for the defensive end. That energizes us for the rebounds. We are trying to change the mentality of our group, that we take great pride, and energy is going to come from our defense. But it's not translating just at the moment. We'll continue to work hard. The guys need a rest, and they'll get one this weekend. As much as like the knee-jerk reaction will be that we get back on the floor, we got to flog these guys and get them up and at it, but it's not. It's about management. It's disappointing to lose Rowdy again. We just can't seem to take a break as in regards to our roster and trying to get any sort of continuity from game to game. Feels like every game we've just got a different unit out there. So we're going to rest these guys up, and I guess tomorrow we'll watch video and do some recovery, and we'll try and come up with some explanations and some reasons for our letdowns. But I think these guys need a rest, and I think we come back Monday and we come back to work and we work on our deficiencies.
Yeah, it does feel like I have to ask you this every time, so I apologise for that. But with the guys that are out, is there any update with Kiefer, Dane, those guys in terms of will you maybe be getting them back soon?
Not sure on Kiefer. It's a back issue. He's getting plenty of work done from our physios and staff. They're putting a lot of work into him, but we can't get him on the floor for practice. It's hampering him too much. So if he can't practice, then we can't get him out there for games. So at this stage, it's day by day. I really don't know where he's at. He couldn't train today. He couldn't get through the shoot around. Couldn't get through practice yesterday. I think he lasted about 5 minutes. So we got to find a way to get him on the floor. With Dane, it's I don't know how long it's maybe another 4 weeks, 3 weeks before he's going to be back at practice. Kendall Stevens, I'm hoping will join us for practice next week, and obviously Ryan will wait and see. There was a fairly big cut in his eye. Hopefully there was no sort of concussion issues there.